and today I'll be teaching my boyfriend Nolan all about protein synthesis for a biology project. So bear with me, it's kind of long, but we'll get there. So in order to understand protein synthesis, you need to understand a couple things. So first of all, the main part of protein synthesis is DNA. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, and it carries all your genetic information. Specifically though, another term is a gene. The gene carries all the specific genetic information that gives you the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, how tall you're going to be, how short you're going to be, all that information. My new favorite word is a genome. A genome is even more specific. It's a specific set of instructions that essentially tell your body how to create protein synthesis. So the way I like to remember it is genome rhymes with home, and when you purchase furniture to take it home, say you buy a desk, it comes with an instruction manual on how to set it up. So think of genome and home. You also need to understand there's two parts of protein synthesis, and that's transcription and translation. We're going to be going into more detail about transcription, but translation is just as important. I had a serious difficult time remembering the two words transcription and translation until my friend actually brought up how she was taking a course to learn English because she'd come from a foreign country, and when she was telling me that they were teaching her how to translate words so that she could write, my scientific brain jumped to script and translation. So translation and transcription. So you think of, translating something and writing something. That's the easiest way to think of it. Okay, so the most basic thing you need to know is about a nucleotide. A nucleotide is made up of 5 carbon sugars, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. So if you take the main letters and all of that, it's CPN. And the way I think of that is create proteins now. Okay. In a nucleotide, they have these base pairs. In DNA, it's ATGC. In RNA, it is AUGC. So in DNA, our teacher told us that the way to remember that is to sit there and think of at Georgian College, ATGC. With the RNA version, which is AUGC, I think of all university grads cry, because think of how many all-nighters they pull, right? Okay, so what do the base pairs stand for? So the A is adenine, the T is thymine, the G is guanine, and the C is cytosine. And then, of course, don't forget the U, that's uracil. We'll talk about transcription, and you're probably dying to know. Where does it take place? Pretend you're dying to know. Okay, so it occurs in the ribosomes and in the cytoplasm. All together. There. Do you know what a ribosome is?
No, what's a ribosome?
Okay, so it's part of the cell that's obviously used for protein synthesis, like I just said, and it provides structural support, as well as it contains a whole bunch of enzymes that Hey everyone, so while we were filming the video, obviously you were working with your boyfriend, so there's going to be a lot of funny moments in filming this, so I included a couple of them. Hope you enjoy.
DNA is where everything happens. Stop. God, stop smiling at me. It's so weird. And stop again. Nolan. Nolan. Stop. Nolan. Oh, God.
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
I got some milk.
Got milk.
Got milk?
Well, translation. Woo! Woo!
Okay, hi, so we're just doing a little tiny review because, I don't know, it's a very lengthy process, so just in case you wanted kind of a brief summary. Okay, so what are your questions?
So where does it occur again?
Okay, so it happens inside the nucleus. So the nucleus of the cell is like responsible for everything. It's the power surge, power center. And it happens inside the ribosomes, inside the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is like, imagine Jello. It's floating in this Jello stuff.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
So when does it occur again?
It happens every day, daily, so that, we don't starve and stuff.
Keep myself in tip-top shape.
Exactly.
And so what's happening again?
Protein synthesis. Do you remember the names of those two?
The DNA and RNA?
Well, yes, but the
Oh, translation and transcription.
Perfect, that's awesome. It's like second nature to you now. Okay, anything else?
And so why and how does this all happen?
Okay, so the why would be to keep us alive. Because otherwise, if our cells couldn't get protein, couldn't create protein, then our cells couldn't regenerate, they couldn't multiply, and we would essentially starve to death.
Oh, awkward.
Yeah, really awkward. Okay. My hand's been in the way for like half this video, I just realized that. Sorry. Okay. And the how is actually what you just said, translation and transcription. Those are the two processes. And I actually kind of dumbed it down a lot, so if everybody skipped the rest of our video, then this would be the part to pay attention to. So the transcription is essentially just the DNA instructions are copied gene by gene, and they're copied onto messenger RNA, or mRNA. And translation, the mailman or messenger RNA, takes the information to the ribosome in the cytoplasm where the instructions can be followed to make new proteins.
The copy machine.
The photocopy machine, yeah. I actually found that this assignment is kind of the same process because the transcription part would be, I learned something from my professor, I copied it down, I studied it, and I learned it. And now I'm relaying the information, I'm translating it for you, and teaching you what I learned from someone else.
You're an mRNA.
I am. I'm a mailman. Alright, so that was our video. There's actually going to be quite a few bloopers because, as you can imagine, recording this with your boyfriend, oh yeah, sorry, things get kind of funny when you're teaching a new subject. So, also, in the end, I'm not sure if it's actually going to be the end of the video or if I'm going to do a split screen. I haven't really decided yet. But I also included the PowerPoint presentation that Nolan's been following along with during the lesson. So just in case you want to sit there and review. Also, Nolan,
Yeah.
I have a joke for you.
What is it?
I got it off of off of a YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, so what does an RNA polymerase have in common with a teenage boy?
I don't know what.
They both want to unzip your jeans.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I got one for you. Okay. So what did the RNA say to the DNA?
What?
Forget you! Oh!
I get it. You're a cell, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
Fun.
See? He's
Yeah.
understood it already.
I'm hilarious.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching. And I'm just gonna put the bloopers
Okay, bye.
in right here. Okay, bye.